Welcome to today's cryptocurrency news. Cryptocurrency prices today.
The price of Bitcoin, BTC, to US dollar, USDT, has increased by 1.09% compared to the same day last year, reaching 43,176.01. The price of Ethereum, ETH, to USDT has increased by 3.33% compared to the same day last year, reaching 2,378.41. The price of Binance Coin, BNB, to USDT has increased by 0.7% compared to the same day last year, reaching 303.3.
Latest news.
MicroStrategy increases Bitcoin holdings to 190,000 BTC. MicroStrategy has increased its Bitcoin holdings to 190,000 BTC, bringing its total to 1% of all BTC in circulation. The company acquired an additional 850 BTC for $37.2 million at an average price of $43,764 per coin. The company's Q4 revenue decreased by 6.1% 6.1%, and gross profit declined from $105.8 million to $96.3 million. Despite this, the stock price has fallen 16% since January. Michael Saylor has stated that he is now selling his personal shares to acquire more BTC. Craig Wright denies forgery accusations in UK trial over Satoshi Nakamoto claim. Australian computer scientist Craig Wright is being sued by an alliance of crypto advocates and developers for committing forgeries in a UK trial. Wright is accused of forging various items he presented as evidence that he is Satoshi Nakamoto, the pseudonymous inventor of Bitcoin. He denied the accusations during cross-examination and attributed inconsistencies in his arguments to everything from self-plagiarizing and printing errors to the illnesses or deaths of various witnesses. The trial is set to continue until at least February 13th. COPA is allowed to examine new evidence submitted by Wright and question him on the material if necessary. Tokenized Japanese yen to launch on Helix Decentralized exchange. Blockworks will launch a tokenized version of the Japanese yen on Helix, a decentralized exchange on Injective. This makes Helix one of the first exchanges to introduce the yen onto the blockchain. The Japanese yen is the fourth most traded currency globally, with billions in daily trade volume. Chris Choi, head of product at Helix, stated that there is currently little to no outlet for acquiring tokenized yen, which sees billions in trade volume daily. The tokenized yen is created in collaboration with Decentralized Exchange Cables Finance and will be backed 1-to-1 by the Japanese yen held by a trust for the issuance. Helix is not the only team exploring ways to bring Japanese stablecoins on-chain. Toki, a cross-chain bridge provider, plans to bring fully collateralized Japanese stablecoins to the Cosmos ecosystem with Noble, a token issuance protocol. The project is backed by Mitsubishi UFJ Trust and Banking, MUFG, and received support from over 200 Japanese companies. The mainnet launch is predicted to occur between Q4 of 2023 and Q1 of 2024. CleanSpark acquires Bitcoin mining facilities to boost hash rate. CleanSpark has announced the acquisition of 3 Bitcoin mining facilities in Mississippi for $19.8 million. The company expects these acquisitions to help double its hash rate in the coming months, ahead of the next Bitcoin block reward halving in April. The purchases will increase CleanSpark's operating hash rate by approximately 2.4 EHS. The company is also acquiring another facility for its campus in Dalton, GA, which will cost around $7 million and add about 0.8 EHS in hash rate. CleanSpark's CEO stated that the addition of Mississippi to their portfolio increases their geographic diversity and allows them to apply their proven track record of success in a new operating environment. The acquisitions follow Marathon Digital's deal to buy 2 mining sites in Nebraska and Texas for $179 million in cash, which could potentially double its hash rate to about 50 EHS in the next 18 to 24 months. Miners have also been investing in new equipment to prepare for the halving. CleanSpark committed last month to buying 60,000 Bitmain S21 miners, to be delivered between April and June, and secured an option to buy 100,000 more machines at a fixed price by the end of the year. The deployment of all 160,000 machines would help CleanSpark achieve about 50 EHS in hash rate. Dymension mainnet launch faces challenges due to consensus issues. Dymension's mainnet launch has encountered consensus issues among its validators. Chorus 1, the largest validator, has experienced no issues that disrupted its ability to participate effectively in the consensus process. This is particularly concerning given that Chorus 1 holds 34.8% of the network's voting power. In blockchain technology, validators are individuals or groups that lock up tokens and run software that can store and verify data to ensure its accuracy. Achieving consensus is critical to the blockchain's operation, as it safeguards the network against fraudulent activities and ensures that only verified transactions are recorded. For a network like Dymension, which seeks to leverage modular blockchain architecture to offer superior performance and customization, maintaining a cohesive and stable group of validators is essential for its success and reliability. The failure of its largest validator means that regardless of whether or not other validators have operative nodes, the network itself cannot reach consensus. Dymension has not responded to Blockworks' request for commentary before publication time. Chorus 1 noted that all Dymension validators are coordinating a restart and that it will join the chain as soon as the issue is resolved. Federal Reserve ends enforcement action on Farmington Bank. The Federal Reserve has ended its enforcement action against Farmington Bank, which was linked to Sam Bankman-Fried. The bank had been winding down operations and no longer functions as a bank. The enforcement action was in effect since July 2023, and it ensured that the bank's operations would wind down in a manner that protected its depositors. The bank had previously operated under the name Moonstone Bank, and it was tied to Alameda and Sam Bankman-Fried, although both were absent from the enforcement action. Farmington announced last year that it was changing its name back and discontinuing its pursuit of an innovation-driven business model, reflecting the impact of recent events in the crypto assets industry and the changing regulatory environment relating to crypto asset businesses. Bitcoin returns to 40K stagnation point. Altcoins remain sluggish. Bitcoin's price has returned to its recent stagnation point of $43,000, following a few movements over the past 24 hours. Altcoins, known for their volatility, have been relatively calm, with minor gains for some of the top 36 alts. Ethereum name service has re-entered the top 100 alts, with a massive 25% total daily surge, trading above 100 million, with a market cap of nearly 10 million. The total crypto market cap remains at $1.650 trillion on CMC. Axelar launches Interchain token service for easy multi-chain token deployment. Axelar has introduced the Interchain token service, that simplifies the process of launching tokens across multiple blockchains. The service maintains the fungibility and properties of any ERC20 token while allowing them to move across any of the EVM-compatible blockchains in Axelar's network, currently supporting 15 chains with more to come. ITS is permissionless to use and offers trust-minimized bridging using a mint and burn mechanism, features not currently available in the industry. The service can be used to deploy a new token across multiple chains in one step and also includes a token manager that can unify the deployment of native tokens already on multiple chains. Axelar plans to expand the service to the Cosmos Interchain later this year. Former Terraform Labs developer testifies against company co-founders in court. Former Terraform Labs developer Lee testifies against co-founders Kwon and Shin at Seoul Southern District Court. Lee provides crucial testimony about Terra's operational strategy and regulatory constraints. Kwon and Shin are accused of investor fraud through the misleading promotion of Terra's USD-pegged stablecoin as a viable payment option. The hearing marks the third trial of Shin Hyun-sung, who was indicted in connection with the Terra and Luna collapse. The former Terra CFO Han Chang-jun is extradited from Montenegro to South Korea, where he is expected to undergo investigation. U.S. Treasury Secretary Yellen calls for federal oversight of stablecoin issuers. U.S. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen stated that the government's financial risk watchdogs want a minimum level of federal oversight for stablecoin issuers, which would establish universal compliance standards beyond what states like New York and Texas currently impose. Yellen emphasized the importance of a federal regulatory floor that would apply to all states. The issue of federal authority has been a primary sticking point in regulating stablecoins, with Republicans advocating for more authority for state regulators and Democratic lawmakers supporting federal authority. Yellen also addressed the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's proposal to further restrict how investment firms custody their clients' assets, including crypto holdings. The proposed rule has drawn criticism from bankers, some lawmakers, and other regulators about its potential effects. The Financial Stability Oversight Council has warned Congress and the crypto industry that if lawmakers cannot mandate new regulations for digital assets, the council may be forced to act on its own, potentially imposing Federal Reserve oversight on aspects of the industry. Cathie would predict substitution from gold to Bitcoin with spot ETFs. Cathie Wood, CEO of ARK Invest, believes that the substitution of gold for Bitcoin, BTC, is currently taking place and will continue as it becomes easier to access the cryptocurrency. Wood made these remarks on ARK Invest's Bait Ideas 2024 podcast, highlighting that Bitcoin's price has been consistently rising relative to gold since its inception. Bitcoin is often compared to gold as a store of value due to its finite supply and the difficulty in mining both assets. The potential impact of the first spot Bitcoin ETFs is compared to the effect of the first gold ETF, which led to a 250% increase in gold's price in the 7 years following its launch in November 2004. Dogecoin network activity grows despite price struggles. Dogecoin's price has faced resistance at 8 cents, despite network growth, despite the asset struggling near $0.078. The number of wallets holding more than 0 Doge is growing at a record pace of 7.3%, the fastest in the network's decade-long history. The meme coin has surpassed several other meme cryptocurrencies in terms of performance, with Doge leading with 46.94%, 46.94%, SHIB at 87.1%, Pepe at 84.8%, and Floki at 16.1%. SpaceX has agreed to accept Dogecoin, Doge, as payment for rescheduling the highly anticipated Doge 1 mission to the moon. However, the recent development had no noticeable effect on the asset's value. Doge has emerged as a significant player in the Indian market, especially among individuals aged 26 to 35, where it outpaced Bitcoin in terms of investment appeal. U.S. regulators announced charges and sentences for crypto parties. U.S. regulators charged several crypto parties, including Future FinTech and IcomTech, with various violations. The SEC charged Shangcheng Huang with manipulative trading and failing to disclose beneficial ownership, and he was sentenced to prison. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission charged DBX and Zhang Chengyang with misappropriating customer funds, and Marco Ruiz Ochoa was sentenced to 5 years in prison for conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Raul Rodriguez was charged with operating an unlicensed money transmitting business and was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Mark Scott, a former partner at Locklord LLP, was convicted of laundering money for OneCoin and is now in prison.
Thank you for watching today.
Bless the audience to make a lot of money in the currency circle. It is hoped that the audience can grasp investment opportunities, invest rationally, and earn reasonable returns. At the same time, the audience is also reminded that investment is risky and needs to be treated with caution, and they should not blindly follow suit or overtrade.